Hello groomers! In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a service as well as using variations, which is a unique feature that makes Groomer.io tailored to your grooming business. To add a new service, we first press the More button located on the right of the navigation bar. Then press Services, which is the third option under the Manage heading. Then press the plus button in the top right corner. This screen shows the settings for your new service. I will explain each option. First, you can name your service. I will add a service called Full Groom, and then press Next. You can then add an optional abbreviation that is used throughout the app. I will set my abbreviation to the initials FG, and then press Next. I'll explain the reason for this in more detail later. Here, you can add a description of your service. I will use Siri voice dictation to complete this task. Includes a haircut and bath. I'll press Next. I will add my standard price. I will select a standard duration of 1 hour, and then press Next. I will select Yes to show on calendar because I like to see a quick overview of how many full grooms I have on a given day to help me avoid overbooking. The calendar screen is where the FG initials will be displayed that I decided on earlier. I may keep this option off for something simple like a nail trim. Since this is the last option to the service settings, you can either press Next or Done to go to the setting overview of your new service. I'll press Next. Then press Done on the bottom to finish adding the new full groom service. Now, let's look at a more advanced setting for pricing and duration called Variations, which is an exciting feature that makes this software perfectly suited for the grooming industry. We all know a Maltese is not the same size and doesn't have the same coat as a Labradoodle, and their price and duration for a full groom also isn't the same. We thought of this dilemma and designed our software to be smart enough to help solve this issue. To show you how this works, I'm going to add a variation to my full groom service to make scheduling easy. I will select the full groom service and then Variations under the Advanced settings, and then press the plus button in the top right corner. This screen shows the settings for a new variation to the full groom service. For example, I will add a variation for an extra small dog that has a long-haired coat. The price for these types of dogs will be $30, and the estimated duration will be 45 minutes. You can optionally title the variation like Extra Small Dog with Long Hair, but the default title will be the size and coat abbreviations chosen. If you have multiple facilities, you can select which shops will use this variation pricing. The default is all facilities, which I will keep the same, and then press Done. Let's create one more variation for medium dogs who have either a curly, wired, or a corded coat. Press the plus button in the top right corner. The size will be medium dogs, and the coat will be either curly, wire, or corded. The price for these types of dogs will be $60, and the estimated duration will be 2 hours. I will leave the title blank, and then I'll press Done. You are now finished with creating 2 variations under the full groom service. You can continue adding all of your variations, such as an extra large dog with a double coat and small dogs with curly hair. That is, if you require different prices for those types of dogs. Let's show how these variations become useful when scheduling. From here, we will press Done in the top left corner, and then press Done to complete this service. And then we'll press Calendar on the bottom navigation. Matthew is calling and needs to schedule Nutmeg, a Maltese, and Tinkerbell, a Labradoodle, for a full groom appointment. To start, we press the plus button in the calendar screen. We search Existing Customer, type Matthew's name, there he is. We are scheduling both Tinkerbell and Nutmeg, and then press Go. Notice how under Nutmeg's name her breed is listed. This helps connect the pet to the variation pricing we just set up, since the software knows the size and coat characteristics of each breed. This can be modified by pressing the I button, and then pet information, and then select breed as the third option. If you ever disagree with the default size and coat of a breed, you may change the size and coat independently from the breed by scrolling to pricing factors. I will press done. The likely scenario is that the breed is already set. Since Groomer.io knows that a Maltese is a small dog with a long coat, the price for a full groom should be $30, which we determined a small, long-haired dog would cost in the variation screen. Let's confirm this by adding the full groom service for Nutmeg by pressing Add Service, and then Full Groom, and Save One Service. Notice how her total is $30. Now, let's add the same full groom service to Tinkerbell, who is a Labradoodle. Add Service, Full Groom, Save One Service. Notice how Tinkerbell's total is $60 for the exact same service. This is all because the breeds and pricing we created work cohesively to make your scheduling process a breeze. You still have the option to modify the price for any reason by tapping the $ and pressing the plus or minus button to change the value, and then press X to continue. You can do the same thing for the duration by pressing the plus or minus button. And then we can press Next to finish scheduling them. You can learn how to schedule from start to finish and the differences between block and bulk scheduling in our other tutorial videos. That concludes this video. I hope you learned some useful tips and tricks to speed up the scheduling process. Feel free to contact our friendly support team with any questions.